Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Greg Richmond.
And what do you do?
I design scenery. I'm an art director and production designer for television.
Cool. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for, oh my God, since 1981. So what would that be, 31 years?
What is
A long time.
one of your favorite things to do in that industry?
Well, the most fun, what I enjoy, I mean, what I do, I think is the most fun. Excuse me. The best part is, I think the beginning, coming up with the concept and the idea and the whole design process. You know, figuring it out on paper, building little models to see how it will, how it's going to look, and that's the most fun. And also getting it built and seeing it become reality and that kind of that's just great. It's great when it happens.
What is your favorite project you've worked on through that process?
It's the most fun I've had has been working on an Academy Awards show. I've worked on a number of those, and it's fun. First of all, because it's a live show, so it's like live theater, and it's fun because you have a huge budget, which is always great, and you get to do a lot of stuff that you normally would never do. It's not like really, you're not doing like someone's house or something realistic. You're doing something much more theatrical.
What was one of your most challenging jobs you've gone through in that career?
Well, it's funny because this last one I just finished, actually. I just finished one last week, and it was for a television show, and we did a three-parter as one show. So it's like a 90-minute, it's like a movie, doing a movie, but we had no time and little money. The same thing that you hear from, it's the same problem. And that actually was great because it was, trying to pull, a lot of people think that we're magicians because they walk onto the stage and everything's there. It's all built and ready to go, and they don't really know what goes into the whole thing. So.
What does go into the whole thing?
Well, we sit down, we get a script, and we sit down and talk to the writer. And then there's a lot of brainstorming, and what I like to do is I like to do little sketches. A lot of people use a computer. I'm a pencil pusher. I like to do it with pencil. And like I said, I make little models, and then we show them to producers and get approval. And in this case, show them to the network, get approval, and then proceed from there. Do real drawings so the sets can be built. Pick colors. Pick wall coverings like wallpapers or carpeting, that kind of stuff.
What TV shows or movies have you worked on?
I've only worked on 3 movies, and one of them hasn't even come out yet, and the other 2 are not very good. And I've worked on a lot of TV shows. Right now I'm doing 2 shows for the Disney Channel. One's called Shake It Up, and one is called Austin and Ally. So I'm doing those 2 shows right now.
What's the most difficult part of your job?
I think the most difficult part for me is being able to come up with something that everyone likes and that I like. That I don't want to have to compromise my designs. You do, because we're in the real world, but I like to be able to get it as close as possible to what I imagine, what I have in my mind.
What's the most enjoyable part of your job?
Like I said, the whole process in the beginning, the design process, is really great, and seeing it come together. And then once it's there, and then once they turn the lights on, it just kind of comes alive, and that's really very exciting. But I enjoy the process, the end result's great, but the process is really the most fun.
How long have you been working on this job for?
This particular one?
Yeah.
2 years. Shake It Up 2 years, Austin and Ally 1 year. So.
Have you done other jobs before this? Like before your 30 years, what was your first
I went
job?
to school and I studied architecture, and then I worked within that for about 1.5 years here in LA, and I applied for jobs and in television, and I realized the easiest thing for me to do to get, I guess the quickest thing would be to go back to school. So school was of the utmost importance. I went back to school, went back to UCLA, and got a master's degree in theater, and I've really been working since then.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.